typically would try to take a little bit of a break from what we've normally been talking about, but I just have to read off this quote from Ross Dellinger's latest tweet because everybody's seeing the news of, all of a sudden the NCAA is wanting to get involved here in the last 15 minutes in what has been going on now for, months at this point. And people are already shooting holes going, what are they even going to be able to do? Like, okay, player sues them, takes them to court, and boom, it doesn't even matter. So I still don't even think there's anything that comes of this.
Well, tell them what it is.
Well, I'm going. Yeah. You just said it a little while ago. It's them, putting in legislation or whatever to try to curb this NIL stuff. But it's not NIL. It's not. We don't even need to, like David said, we don't even need to call it NIL anymore. It's not what it is. It's pay for play, and I might just start referring to it as that from now on because that's more accurate. But the reason why I say all that is because this is from Ross Dellinger's tweet, and this is why college athletics is where it is right now. There is regret among several college leaders that they did not implement a permanent NIL policy last summer that would have barred booster involvement. College sports would have been infinitely better off, Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlesby tells SI. Well, no freaking kidding.
No, really, say the whole word. Say the words you want to. No, I'm kidding.
I want to because, God, these are the dumbest leaders of all time and the kings of after the fact having something to say. We were screaming about this. About legislation being needed because we saw what was coming. Everybody saw what was coming. We could have predicted the teams involved. Miami USC would have been two of the first schools off the lips of everybody. Texas, A&M. Guess who's all at the top of the party right now? The schools we would have predicted. So everyone saw this coming. Everyone saw what it would turn into. Everyone saw Jordan Addison's situation developing. And here's the good old leaders of college sports. Well, we regret not doing something last year about this. And this is why you are where you are, where you have no control over everything and you're at the mercy of the federal government and you really can't do anything because it's going to get shot down in court. That's why, because a year after everybody screamed and told you, not even a year, a decade after everybody screamed and told you, oh, dang, we should have done something last summer. No S.
Yeah, it is kind of like the Jerry Savile has a great bit about helmet laws in that you're making a law for a head that doesn't believe that it needs a helmet, So look if you're in a motorcycle accident and you crack your head open and a helmet could have saved you, you're immediately thinking that helmet was a great idea, and that's where the NCAA is like, man, that helmet. Yeah, that was a better idea than we really thought about.
I'm just reading that quote. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would be ashamed of even saying that.
The only reason it's coming up, though, is because there's this now even more so whoa, wait a minute, this is insane. So it makes them look like they care.
I gotta tell you too, I'm pro players getting their money, and I'm not in any way, even though I have my reservations about where it all goes. I want to make it very clear, I'm not pro NCAA by any means. I do know they've been robbing blindly athletes for a while and got away with it for a very long time. And I think people just needed an adjustment in their wiring or the way they're thinking to kind of get over the idea years ago that, players getting money was going to be this big devilish thing that it's clearly not. It's just a pain is what it's become. But, I'm definitely not pro NCAA. They deserve all the blame for this. And they're getting their just dessert because, you should have done something last year. You should have done something 5 years ago. You should have done something 10 years ago, 15, 20. We could go on and on and on. But here you are, like everything else that you just let happen. Oh, dang, we should have done something. So there you go. All right, Brittany Griner.